Hello everyone, my name is Evan Jacobs. Once again, welcome to another edition of Boxing Time TV. Just keeping them going, doing two of these a week on Saturday and Sunday. I've reached a point, and I need to look because there's probably more that I can do. But I've done most of the A-list canceled fights. Then I went to like the B and the C canceled fights. And I don't know if I've done all of them, but I've done a lot of them. So now I'm just sort of doing fights that are rumored to be happening or that are going to happen once, the whole coronavirus thing, as the restrictions slowly loosen up, we're going to be seeing more events. And hopefully those events go from being crowdless to with smaller crowds, bigger crowds, kind of how the whole thing goes. So, either way, thank you so much for tuning in. Excited about this fight. The odds are even. Leo Santa Cruz versus Gervonta Davis. Leo Santa Cruz is 31, Davis is 25, and it just seems like yesterday that Leo Santa Cruz was a young, up-and-coming guy. He's had a very good career. He's not at the end of it by any stretch of the imagination, but Gervonta Davis is certainly a tough customer. Leo Santa Cruz is 5'7", Gervonta Davis is 5'5". They both weigh 130 pounds. 69 reach for Leo Santa Cruz, 67 for Gervonta Davis, 37 wins, 1 loss for Leo Santa Cruz, and 23 wins, no losses for Gervonta Davis. And the fight scheduled for 12 rounds, 3-minute rounds, 10-point must scoring system, no mandatory 8 count, 3 knockdown rule waived. All right. Let's get right to it. These guys are going to come out. I think we're going to see a fairly competitive fight for at least the first 4 rounds, and then one of them is going to start taking over. And my money is on Gervonta, but we will have to see. All right. So here we are, and they're standing ring center. They're both doing. They're both getting themselves ready, doing just kind of wanting to get themselves. Neither guy wants to make a mistake this early in the fight. And the thing that I think that Gervonta Davis has going for him in a way that Leo Santa Cruz does not is that Gervonta Davis hits much harder. That's the thing. He has power that can end. I mean, he has 23 wins, 22 knockouts. He has power that can end at any time. And then it isn't enough that he's that good of a puncher. He's also a tremendous boxer. So hopefully he can kind of get himself together. He seems to sort of fallen off a bit, but maybe that's just me looking at, the whole coronavirus thing. But I just see him kind of hanging out with Adrian Broner, and I love Adrian Broner. I think Adrian Broner, but Adrian Broner is also a guy that I think you'd have to sort of look at as a boxing cautionary tale in the sense that he could have been, I don't want to say wasted his talent, because I don't think he wasted his talent. I just think he lost fights he didn't have to lose. I think, yeah, and that's the best way that I can put it. Oh, and you have Leo Santa Cruz, and look, he's landing well against Gervonta. So yeah, I'm just double checking that I did that correctly. And I love, a Ryan Garcia Gervonta Davis showdown is the kind of thing that I think Gervonta Davis wins that. I like Ryan Garcia. I like what he brings to the sport. I like his enthusiasm. I like how he's developing under Eddie Reynoso, the trainer of Canelo. But I think Gervonta Davis is going to be hard for anybody to beat. I mean, Vasyl Lomachenko, all of them. Who's the other guy? Teofimo Lopez. Like, there's so many good fights. It's such a stacked division. The junior lightweight, whole, everyone in there. So yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good for everyone in boxing. It was I think very much on the come. Although and then you have the coronavirus thing that kind of sidelines things. So now Leo Santa Cruz winning that round on 2 of the judges' scorecards, one of them having it even. So maybe, Leo Santa Cruz could maybe just be a sleeper in this fight, piles up points and takes a decision over Gervonta. We will have to see. Gervonta Davis, getting tagged on the outside from Leo Santa Cruz. Gervonta Davis with wins over Yuriarkis Gamboa, Ricardo Nunez, Jesus Quellar, Francisco Fonseca, who Ryan Garcia just took out, I want to say, in like 80 seconds. Leon Walsh, Jose Pedraza. So Gervonta Davis, a pretty impressive record. And then you have Leo Santa Cruz. And right now, I'm telling you, Leo Santa Cruz giving as good as he gets, going to the body. He's got a good chin. So, there's a lot that he can do and that he can get away with here. And then, I don't know, maybe he's figured out Gervonta. Leo Santa Cruz with wins over Abner Mares, Carl Frampton. He has a loss to Carl Frampton, Kiko Martinez. He's certainly built himself up, and he's a very good fighter, strong fighter, fast, a power boxer. And now you have Gervonta Davis kind of letting both hands go, and he's kind of been backing Leo up, but I don't know how effective it's been. The judges don't seem like they've thought it's been that effective. And once again, folks, you are watching Boxing Time TV. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you like what you're seeing here, please like, comment, and subscribe. Please share these links. Just trying to make this a hub for simulated fights. Just keep it simple. We got the fights. If you want to give me a follow, please follow me on Instagram. My handle there is Boxing Time with Evan, and I do a few posts there a week. I've kind of gotten that up a bit more. It's just one of those things that is basically a sort of shadow for the Boxing Time TV channel that you are watching on YouTube. And I just want to make it a hub for that. And I love boxing. It's been an aggressive hobby since I've been 14. I love doing it, and I love commenting about it. I love talking about it. So that's how this podcast kind of came about. But I could never really figure out how to do it. I was going to do sort of like a show called Boxing Tonight and just have me be really, really serious and talk about the news. But then I figured, why not do something that's kind of different where people can actually see the fight rather than just talk about fights, which I love. I love the conjecture, and I love so many of the videos on YouTube. I really, really do. Just like the videos where they break down fights, old fights that I've seen, future fights, give sort of the talk of the science of boxing. I love it. But I really love, just the idea that I can present a fight. So now, in opposite of the first round, Gervonta Davis winning it on 2 of the judges' cards and one of the judges having it even. So after 2 rounds, folks, we have a 10-round fight, and it's even. So this is essentially a 10-round fight now between these two guys. And if I'm Gervonta Davis, I want to start going to the body more so I can land up top. And if I'm Leo Santa Cruz, I want to start piling up points by landing a lot of shots and throwing a lot of combinations. As I often say, when both fighters can kind of implement their styles, we get a great fight, and we are certainly seeing that here between Leo Santa Cruz and Gervonta Davis. Folks, I'm just going to move this up ever so slightly. All right, just so it can kind of record me a little better. Okay, so I got it on there. All right. Okay. And look at that, Gervonta Davis doing good work in there, and he's landing hard, and he looks like he's trying to go to the body. And you have Leo Santa Cruz. So Santa Cruz seems to feel very comfortable fighting at a distance and landing, and he's had success. So, everything that we're seeing here is kind of par for the course of what we're used to. Some of the upcoming fights that I plan on doing are Daniel Jacobs versus Caleb Smith, and maybe Daniel Jacobs versus Billy Joe Saunders, because we're talking about those as fights. And then the other fight is the rematch between the resurrected Chocolatito Gonzalez. Not that he was dead, but his career, he suffered those 2 losses, and it looked like, oh, well, what was going to happen to him? And he turned it around, and he's come back, and so it's nice to see that kind of a story from such a really good, strong fighter. It just adds to his legacy, and so he'll be fighting Estrada. I believe Juan Carlos Estrada. I think that's his. I'm gonna double check that, because I want to give you guys the correct information. One. So yeah, that probably isn't correct, because it doesn't look like it's coming up. Yeah, I don't think that's coming up. Oh, Juan Francisco Estrada. Okay, so yeah, I was close. Yeah, Juan Francisco Estrada and Chocolatito. So here, let's see. Ramon Gonzalez versus Juan Francisco Estrada. And then, yeah, it says Ramon Gonzalez is open to a Juan Francisco Estrada rematch. In this third round, I got to be honest, I think Gervonta Davis took it. I think he landed harder. I think one judge gives it to Leo Santa Cruz. Another judge gives it to Gervonta Davis, folks. And another judge has it even. So, once again, we're even going into the 4th round. Folks, this is going to become an 8-round fight if we don't watch it. It could end up being a 6-round fight. So it says a former 4-division champion, Chocolatito Gonzalez. He doesn't know what's happening. He's open Juan Estrada. So, yeah, because I believe that Chocolatito has beaten him. Yeah, so yeah, Chocolatito beat him in 2012. So now Gonzalez, who lost to String Strat, I'm saying his name, Sor Ring VC, that he defeated Chocolatito Gonzalez twice, once by decision and then once he knocked him out. And then Juan Francisco Estrada has not fought in a while. So yeah, that looks like, because he has So he that could be a really, really good fight. I did not realize that Estrada has that victory over Ring VC. So that's the one that we're going to be doing next, I believe. We'll do that next Saturday. And then And right now, both guys landing. You have Santa Cruz going to the body, which is slowing Gervonta Davis down a little bit and allowing Santa Cruz to land a little bit up top. And then you have Davis trying to pinpoint upstairs. If I'm Davis, I want to slice that body a little bit, kind of like how Roy Jones used to do. We just sort of slice you across the body, kind of lower your hands, and then that's how he gets the knockout. So here we'll go to this, and then, all right. So, right now, Leo Santa Cruz certainly not in any way out of this fight. Like I said, it's an even fight. Santa Cruz fighting from a distance, fighting with the high guard, and it's working well for him. And for the moment, could have potentially neutralized Gervonta Davis. Now watch, the judges are going to give that round to Davis, and they're saying that Cruz is tired, but Davis, wow, it's even on two of the judges' cards. Oh, one of the judges giving it to Gervonta Davis. So Davis up by 1 point. Could this be the round that Davis explodes out? And we will see. Or maybe Leo Santa Cruz does something to pull ahead. This is a close fight, folks. And look, right there, Leo Santa Cruz landing, finding ways to pinpoint his punches and doing things so that Gervonta Davis is on the end of his punches and fighting with a really high guard, really neutralizing the punches of Gervonta Davis. Oh, and Gervonta Davis getting Leo Santa Cruz in the corner. Oh, and he has him wobbled. But Gervonta Davis backing up and giving distance to Leo Santa Cruz, and Santa Cruz goes to the body. Maybe that's his way of saying, you are not hurting me. Oh! Santa Cruz wobbled. Gervonta Davis slowly but surely exploding, landing, and Gervonta Davis sensing something. And he's starting to pinpoint his shots. His uppercuts finding a home. And now starting to tag Leo Santa Cruz at long range. Oh, and Santa Cruz hitting back though. Oh, I'm telling you, folks. Gervonta Davis landing, and does he sense something? I think he's certainly having a really good round, although he just takes a left hand. And this is a fight, folks. This is certainly a fight that we have in front of us. Oh, and Gervonta Davis landing on Leo Santa Cruz. Oh, so they're saying Cruz is very tired, has a cut over his eye, and they're saying that Davis is very tired. Davis took that round on all judges' cards, so Davis is up by 4 points as we go into the sixth. Is Davis taking over? Does Leo Santa Cruz have something up his sleeve? Leo Santa Cruz is a very good fighter. He certainly could do that. We will have to see if it's possible. And look at this right now. Gervonta Davis moving, pot shotting. And Leo Santa Cruz now finding himself kind of on the outside, sort of plodding forward, getting hit. He's got to regain some sense of that fighting from a distance. But now Santa Cruz has sort of taken away the distance game. This is turning into a really, really, really interesting fight. Just seeing a really good fighter like Leo Santa Cruz kind of not confused, but just in a different state and in a different sort of way than he would be normally. Normally Leo Santa Cruz is the guy in control, but you have Gervonta Davis who hit so hard, hitting him to the head, hitting him to the body, and now he has him wobbled. Can Gervonta Davis continue this? Oh, but now Gervonta Davis taking some shots as he comes in, and we have a minute left in this round. Did Leo Santa Cruz just sort of get out of trouble? But Gervonta Davis continuing to land on him. Oh, Gervonta Davis wobbled, cracking hard on Leo Santa Cruz, drops him. Wow. And did Santa Cruz get up too early? Gervonta Davis is a great finisher. Wow, it is going to be interesting, folks. Is Leo Santa Cruz out of this fight right now? He may very well be. Oh, man, this is one of those things that usually what can happen is Santa Cruz just sort of stays back and figures out a way to survive. But now it looks like Gervonta Davis is taking over. Cruz has a cut over his eye. Davis is obviously tired. One judge giving that round to Gervonta Davis 10-8. So does another judge, and so does another judge. Gervonta Davis up by 10 points as we go into the 7th round. Gervonta Davis sort of pressing forward now. Oh, and he has Santa Cruz wobbled. And Gervonta Davis sort of picking his shots now. As Santa Cruz is wobbled, hurt, and Gervonta Davis looks to go in for the kill. Standing a little bit too close to make those shots effective. Man, Leo Santa Cruz, that is the work of a veteran fighter there. He survived that onslaught as he's just getting pummeled right now. Gervonta Davis, it was a close fight, but then when Gervonta Davis felt that he could come forward, felt that he could do certain things, he did. Wow. Oh, folks. Oh, Gervonta Davis has him hurt again, and he just keeps hitting him. And you know that Leo Santa Cruz has a cut over his eye. It may be a gash now, so this could end up stopping the fight. Gervonta Davis going to the body, has still not forgotten about the body. Gervonta Davis, when he's right and when he's focused and when he is Gervonta Davis, I think is unbeatable. I think is the next Floyd Mayweather. When he comes in bigger than he should, you can just tell he's not as focused. We're looking at a similar situation to what happened with Zab Judah, Adrian Broner. Not so much with Zab Judah. I don't think Zab Judah had those kind of problems. Oh, and Santa Cruz taking a hard shot there, folks. Gervonta Davis just hit so hard, and he really is a tank. Oh, and there's Gervonta Davis just getting him to the ropes. Folks, another round for Gervonta Davis. I'm telling you, I really hope it doesn't just continue down this and Leo Santa Cruz survives. He just has a cut over his eye. It's not a gash. And it's one of those things, don't get me wrong, it's not like I want Gervonta Davis to beat him, but if Leo Santa Cruz, who lost that round 10-8, 10-9, and 10-8 on on 3 of the judges' scorecards, he is now behind by 15 points. If Leo Santa Cruz cannot do more, I don't really see this fight going on because Gervonta Davis is just wailing on him now. Oh man, Gervonta Davis is just housing Leo Santa Cruz now. Santa Cruz is a great fighter, folks. He hasn't gotten old overnight. He's just in with another great fighter. Gervonta Davis now just trying to get some room for his shots, and I'm telling you, Leo Santa Cruz, I give him all the credit in the world. He's getting a world-class beating. He's trying to fight back. He's still trying to get his distance. You know? And I'm telling you, we got 4 more rounds to go. What was looking like it was going to be, it's no longer a 4-round fight. Leo Santa Cruz has to figure something out. He's got to figure out a way to get back in this fight, and I can see him doing it. Gervonta Davis is throwing a lot of punches. He may be tired. We have 4 more rounds left to go. Leo is very, very tired. Gervonta Davis is breathing heavy. Another 10-8 round on all 3 judges' scorecards to bring Leo Santa Cruz's tally up to 21 points ahead. So Leo Santa Cruz is probably going to need a knockout to win. Or at least going to have to start taking rounds very, very decisively. And now, Leo Santa Cruz moving. He's moving. He's trying to stay out of harm's way. And Leo Santa Cruz not as dominating on the ropes. Gervonta Davis not as dominating on the ropes. Could we be seeing a mini rally by Leo Santa Cruz? He's going to need to do a lot because he's lost a bunch of rounds big. But anything is possible in boxing, the theater of the unexpected. And Leo Santa Cruz staying behind, still fighting with a high guard. Looking good still. And Gervonta Davis once again reasserting his control, reasserting his dominance, and fighting, just doing the things that Gervonta Davis does. And another round for Gervonta Davis. Leo Santa Cruz has a cut over his eye, but you're seeing he did not lose it as big. He's losing it 10-9, 10-9. Davis is breathing heavy. And it was even on one of the judges' cards. So Gervonta Davis up now by 23 points. And Leo Santa Cruz, and we're in the championship rounds, 10, 11, and 12. Gervonta Davis has this fight won. The question is he going to close the show? I think if I'm Gervonta Davis, I try to close the show. I think Leo Santa Cruz has hit him enough for Davis to know that he's not really hurting him. And Gervonta Davis may want to. Then again, Gervonta Davis might be tired, or maybe, we're in the 10th round. He may not want to expend all of that energy. Sorry, playing with something on my desk. Oh, and Gervonta Davis just landing hard on Leo Santa Cruz. Oh, and he has Santa Cruz wobbled. Santa Cruz is a tough guy, though. We knew we were going to see this kind of a fight. It's funny. This fight I thought may not go the distance. All the other fights I've done recently I thought would go the distance. They all ended fairly early. This fight looking like it's going to go the distance. Although Gervonta Davis landing onto the body just really is taking Leo Santa Cruz out of this fight. Once again, you're watching Boxing Time TV. If you like what you're seeing, please like, comment, and subscribe. Please share these links. Please tell your family and friends. I do 2 of these a week. Once the coronavirus thing really kicked in and we were all in quarantine and all sort of in lockdown, I kind of had to go a little bit, I did more. I was doing, when I was on spring break, I did one a day. Now it's gone down to like 2 a week. And basically it's just a way to kind of connect with people out there. I had my brother on yesterday. We had a discussion that really kind of pertains to, he got laid off. And I know that a lot of people are feeling that right now. People with reduced hours and stuff like that. This is a way for all of us to just kind of connect, come together, hear common stories, and enjoy boxing. And right now we're in the final few seconds of this round, and Gervonta Davis has it over Leo Santa Cruz. I would not be surprised if it became 10-8 again, just because Gervonta Davis has been so dominant. So 10-8 for Gervonta Davis, 10-9 for Gervonta Davis, another 10-8 for Gervonta Davis. I'm going to run downstairs really, really quick. I will be right back. Oh man, Gervonta Davis has and he drops through Leo Santa Cruz. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised if this is the end of Leo Santa Cruz for tonight. Wow, this was just a shellacking, a highly dominant performance by Gervonta Tank Davis. Wow. Let's go to the particulars. Gervonta Davis is a winner by knockout. The fight lasted 11 rounds. Cruz was knocked down 2 times, has a cut over his eye. Davis was not knocked down. As you can see, the scores here are Gervonta Davis 98, Leo Santa Cruz 89, Gervonta Davis 100, Leo Santa Cruz 91, Gervonta Davis 99, Leo Santa Cruz 89. Thank you so much for tuning in to Boxing Time TV. If you like what you saw here, please like, comment, and subscribe. Please share these links. Please tell your family and friends. And basically, if there's fights that you want to see, direct message me, and I will make every effort to make them. That is what I am, just trying to do here. Just trying to make this a hub of simulated fight content. Once again, give me a follow on Instagram, Boxing Time with Evan. And once again, thank you so much for tuning in. Our motto here at Boxing Time TV is why wait? Watch it now, and then when the real thing happens, watch that and compare. Thank you so much for tuning in to Boxing Time TV. We'll see you next time.